Dusty, snap out of it!
Any of this look familiar?
Our constellation contact is on approach.
Yeah, but come on. Exploring space? Who does that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got complicated enough?
Welcome aboard the Starfield Report podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Starfield Report podcast. I am your host, Kenny Smyson, and with me, as always, is Jax. How you doing, Jax?
Doing great this morning. How's everybody doing out there?
And we, let's see. So last week, our last episode, we talked about our 2025 recap as well as our hopes and dreams for 2026. And this episode, we're going to talk about what our podcast is going to be up to this year, starting with next week, January 24th, we're going to be participating in StarCon 2026. It's going to be the first annual convention for us Starfield captains out there. So it's the website is starcon2026.com. That's STAR-CON2026.com. So I'll put links in the show notes below as well, so that way you guys can just hop the jump and head on over there. There's going to be a lot of Twitch streamers, modders, all part of the community there. So we've got Sweet Pea 704, to Angry Mechanic, Jessica Starr. Who else is going to be?
Wicked Gaming.
Yep.
Sister Citizen. Who else? If I just look over here, King Fat Man. I've watched a bunch of his videos. Richard Presents. Richard does a great job.
Nice.
Disqual. He's on the Disqual's on the Discord channel for Darkstar all the time, and he spends a lot of time developing and playing in the creation kit, and he's always broadcasting on the Darkstar Discord. So I'll hop on at 6 a.m. when I get up out of bed. He's on there. I'll be like, "Hey, good morning, dude. How's it going?" "Oh, I'm just playing with some stuff." "Oh, okay." And come home at lunch and check, and he's still there. "Oh, I'm just trying to make a new thing." "Oh, okay, cool." So yeah, the Squall's gonna be there. Yeah, awesome. Lots of people I know. Lots of people I watch. This is the who's who of Starfield, it looks like.
Yeah, the event is going to last, goodness, I think 5 hours. I can't remember how long. We've got a 30-minute slot. And so for our slot, we're going to be covering ship building techniques, and we're just going to go down alphabetically through all of the ship parts, so bays, cargo, cockpit, dockers, etc. And just we'll talk about tips or tricks that we know about with each of those components, or some of our favorite mods that are part of that, that affect that particular thing. So yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, that's going to be a great time. That'll be a full Saturday, right?
Yep.
Between recording and then trying to catch on everybody else that's going to be on there.
Oh, yeah. All right. So for this year, we are much like we last year, how we went through the main quest and the Shattered Space DLC. Which the only reason we did Shattered Space DLC is because we were theorizing that the next DLC would be out by the end of the year or early this year, and then that we would be able to do that. The Shattered Space DLC might relate to whatever the next DLC is. Now,
Just
so
didn't
we're
want
not.
to be caught with our pants down a little bit, not having covered it, and then have related topics trying to come on top of it. So wanted to make sure we got that in for everybody. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, because it stands to reason that I think with a lot of the history with the Varun and that whole situation that happened and the history that might relate to uh, what's going on with the overarching storyline of Starfield, but it remains to be seen what the next DLC storyline will be. So now we're going to step back into just the base game, and we're going to be knocking out uh,
Actions?
the factions. Yes, that's the word.
Yeah.
So this is the order we're going to do them in. We're going to do the UC Vanguard first, which I think most
Yeah.
people think is the best one. Following that, we're going to do the Crimson Fleet quest line, and now that
Yeah.
in that case, yeah, I want to do yeah. Well, okay, then after that, we'll do Freestar Rangers,
Yeah.
and our
Okay.
finale will be the Ryujin quest line.
Yep.
And so that
Which
way
I'm
we can.
excited for that one because that
Mm,
one's the one I've done the least of, and you haven't done it all.
nope, not done at all.
So it's going to be kind of uh, new-ish for me and brand new for you. And I think that's going to be
Yeah.
fun to go through that and talk about that together. That's going to be a good time.
Well, yeah, and okay, what character are you doing these faction quests with?
I'm using well, I got 3 and I'm just running through them whichever way. It just so
Okay.
happened that my main character had a lot of problems with some things and had to go through the Unity.
Oh,
So, I've got a brand new universe to go play in. So I haven't done any of these with my uh original vanilla character that I've been running this whole time. His name is what is his name? It's French.
Eldon Leroy.
That's it. Eldon Leroy. Yes, he's the original uh, purveyor of the avant-garde spaceship. Eldon Leroy, captain
Okay.
of the avant-garde.
I mean, that'll be fun being able to have a clean slate, hopefully bug free experience as you're
Well,
going through
yeah,
it. Yeah, I
I've
might.
had on my Xbox and I've been having on my PC lately. I've been having struggling with my PC. I've been playing Expedition 33 and it just wants to crash. And once it starts, it's like every
Mm,
5 minutes it just freezes and then crashes to desktop. And I don't know what's going on. A little frustrating. So maybe that's my cue to not play other games and get back to the Bethesda stuff.
yeah, what are you thinking playing other games?
The Bethesda gods are knocking on the door, going, "Where are you at, son?"
We're supposed to be devoted to Starfield and not talk
Right?
about the bugs or the glitches or the things we don't like about the game. We're supposed to be good little fanboys and only play Starfield and other Bethesda games.
That's right. Bethesda Softworks fanboys,
Yeah,
right?
but Bethesda soft doesn't work.
Soft, yeah, works. Bethesda soft, it just works.
Yeah. Oh yeah, soft. It just works. Yeah, right. It just works. We love you, Todd. We wouldn't be doing a podcast if we didn't like Bethesda, but sometimes your games have some bugs if you don't know about
Right. You make it so easy.
that. It
Uh,
gives us content. Speaking of
that's right.
bugs, speaking
It's
of
just
bugs, okay,
just see it as
so
content.
yeah, so speaking of bugs, so I started up a brand new character to do all the factions, and I'll explain her. I'll get into her here in a second, but uh, she's on Neon City, and I bought the sleep crate. Now I've got the deluxe sleep crate installed from Sweet Pea 704, so it cleans out everything in the storage crate, right?
Yes.
Which is useful because when with all that stuff crammed in there in such a little spot, you really can't do much with it, right?
Right.
So because there's the toilet and the little cabinet shelf thing on the right, and I think the bed on the left, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
or like kind of
Yeah.
like right when you walk in.
On the left-hand
So
side when
if
you
you
walk in.
get this, you know, basic one, it just cleans everything out, deletes it all. So okay, you've got a basic little square. You can do what you want with it.
Hmm.
Well, I go to it the first time, and I'll put a picture here. I'll drop a picture. There's a um, whale shark sticking into the door. In fact, let me pull up the picture for you so you can see it because I did take
Tell
a
me.
picture.
I
Hold
gotta
on.
see this. This sounds hilarious.
All right, here's the screenshot of it. Let me. Yeah, my character. I did the. I think that's the disgusting face or the disgusted face. That was a
Yeah,
huge.
son.
It's like you were saying like you're like a dog getting stuck in the doggy door or
Right?
something. That's a huge one, and unfortunately, it's never gone away. So I don't. I mean, all due respect to
No.
Sweet Pea, I should. I don't know if this has happened to people in vanilla, but I should let her know about this just in case there happens to be something. Or, I mean, although I guess it's probably not nothing she could do. Like
Right.
you create a
It
mod,
just
and then the game might just be like, "All right, you made a mod. Now you've got a whale shark in your sleep crate."
right? Just populated the earth, and it just so happens that spot is no longer vanilla, so we'll go ahead and populate that spot too.
Yep. So this character, so I've kind of created this whole plot line in my head for how she's going to go through her journey. She starts off with her background as a cyber runner, and so she's a neon street rat. Her traits are neon street rat, alien DNA, and wanted. And that's because the idea I've had for this character is that she was an orphan on Neon City, scrounging around, being a thief just because she has to survive. And so she's not necessarily bad, but she's very selfish. If she can get something out of a situation, she's going to. Whereas, most of my other characters, I'm very altruistic. I try to play a guy who will do stuff without pay. Um, but this character, obviously, I'm wanting to experience a new game with her, as well as you go through the faction quest lines. There's always some big decisions, and usually you could put them in one or two categories: altruistic or selfish, right at the end. And so that's going to be the goal is uh, with her. And so what I did was as I started the character up and got through the main quest or the tutorial part of the main quest, as soon as I could take off, I made a beeline to Neon City. I'm pretending I don't even own the frontier. I'm pretending I haven't even started none of the constellation stuff. Haven't even been to Vectera yet. That's kind of where my head canon is with this. And so what I'm doing is I did is all the side quests. Oh, let me rewind though. Even though I'm pretending I didn't do the Vectera Argos stuff yet, uh, when I finished the pirate base on Crete before I flew to New Atlantis, I decided to explore Crete. I've never really done that before, and so I took off and landed around on the other side of the planet, and there was a robotics factory. Now, for a brand new character, that was a treasure trove. I probably by the time I got to Neon City after all the tutorial stuff, cleaning out the pirate base, cleaning out that robotics lab, and doing the Olympus um, Almagast, that zero G casino that's taken over by spacers.
Yep.
There's the contraband that's in there. So by the time I got to Neon City and sold all that and pretended that was what my character started off with, I had like 70, 80,000 caps credits. Um, yeah, and so that was a good way to start off with some money. But here's the kicker: I've had the wanted trait in the past on my main character because every time I go through the Unity with him, I always keep spaced as though that's like part of a physical thing for him. He just does more damage in space, but less damage on surfaces, right?
Mhm.
But I took the wanted one before in one of my universes, and I would get attacked by the ships out in space. I didn't realize they'll attack you on the ground, the ecliptic. And you had mentioned that they could do that. I was like, what? And so when I came out of the robotics lab, I had four ecliptics walk right up to me, and I
You got
think
all
they
your
wanted.
pocket waddling back to
Yeah.
your ship.
Oh no, I fought him. I took him out because so part of my storyline is going to be that so neon street rat, homeless, thief child growing up, signs up for an experimental procedure with the promise of money, and that's where she gets her alien DNA from. But they didn't give her the money. They were like doing the classic, oh well, you'll get paid, but you got to stick around, do some tests or whatever, right? So then she
Sure.
takes off,
Yeah.
she flees there, goes back home to Neon City, and then that's what made her wanted. So that's kind of my little headcanon of a story for her. And so she's back in Neon City now, or has been living there for a while. And so officially, when she leaves Neon City, that's when she'll actually come across some ecliptic, because technically the events of on Crete all take place way down the line after even after the Ryujian quest line. But there's a lot of side quests in Neon City. I I think I was level 5 by the time I got there, maybe 6, because I had a lot of my XP boost from my settings. But the I think by the time I finished, I was around level 12 or 13. So you can get a few levels out of all the side quests. And I ended with the Ebb Side Strikers, which you got to do that side quest because it's 3 little quests. It's kind of a short, really quick little story, but it's a lot of fun, especially if you're in the mindset of playing a thief or kind of, you know, uh, gangster lifestyle, right? And
Right. It seems like that would so dovetail right into the Ryujin quest line
mhm,
because you go from like street thug, street gangster, affiliated gang affiliation to corporate espionage and
exactly.
industrial theft and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So you go from little time to mobster.
Yeah. That's exactly how it works. Because little spoiler here. So if those of you who haven't played the Upside Strikers quest line, I'm going to spoil it for Jax because he doesn't care about spoilers. But um, skip forward about 30 seconds or so if you don't want the spoiler. So the end of the quest line, the whole plot of the quest line is it's the strikers versus the disciples, and
Yeah.
disciples are more crazy thieves, right? Well, in the end, you go in and you wipe out the disciples at their home base where they have their weapons cache, and the leader, the head of the Neon Security, walks in and he tells you, he's like, "All right, guys, you have no choice. You're going to join us as Neon Security now because he wants like a gang to be a part of you know
Right. The
the
non-corrupt neon
yeah.
security team.
Well, no, I
Mm,
mean, Neon Security is corrupt, but
right.
he needs you guys because you know he can't have one gang writing rising in power, so he conscripts you guys in it.
Right.
So remember how I told you I had played this character, started this one up a while ago as a Ronin, and then
Uh-huh.
I switched to a Cyber Runner on this one. So
Yeah.
originally my character didn't like that idea, and so she left the Upside Strikers thematically, or not, whatever. So she goes to, she takes off and leaves Neon City with the intent of never returning because she was not happy with that decision they made. But then I was trying to wrap my head around like, why would she, if she leaves that, why would she want to go join the UC Vanguard and the Freestar Rangers, literally a police force? Well, but then you
Right.
made the point, like, a lot of times you see, it happens in real life, but you see it in movies too, where the character, the mob or whatever, will infiltrate law enforcement, send one of their guys in. Like my favorite movie in that regard is The Departed, with Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, everybody. Yeah, Martin Scorsese film, excellent movie. And so that's kind of the approach I have with this character now. So she leaves Neon City with she builds her first ship. Oh, I love this ship. You're gonna have, let me show it to you. Hold on. And I won't be able to. I don't have a picture of it yet. I don't think. Darn it. Oh well. Anyways, so she leaves Neon City and goes to the well because it's kind of a similar vibe to Neon City, right? It's kind of that
Uh-huh.
seedy underground. So starts getting connected into the well because like she's gonna spread the Ebside Strikers influence, to another part of the galaxy, and she's kind of like she's doing the missions trips for the Ebside Strikers, and so now that she's in the well at New Atlantis, that's how she's going to find out about the UC Vanguard and get plugged in with them because it's like, oh, you join the UC Vanguard, you get cool new weapons and shields and stuff for your ship. Let's see,
Right.
there's a shield. a grab drive. There's 3 types of weapons you can get. I think maybe a reactor? I don't know. But yeah, so that's the general idea to her character is that as she's navigating these storylines, making decisions, there are sometimes I was in a quest and doing some of the stuff in the well, and I couldn't um, uh, choose like a selfish action. And so I had to make a good one. I was like, okay, so why would this character do that? Oh, well, she's just trying to gain support from the local people, which is how mobs will do it. They'll make sure that the locals are taken care of and protected, right?
Do you
So
remember the movie The Blues Brothers?
oh, it's been so long since I've seen that. Yeah,
And the one, I think his name's Jake, goes and tells his brother that he bought a car. What kind of car did you buy? It's a cop car. It's got a cop motor. It's got cop brakes. It's got cop seats. It's got
yep,
cop wheels.
yeah,
So yeah, you're gonna go join the UC. Why? Because then I can have cop guns and cop shields and
yep.
cop tactics and cop training.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, it's yeah, so that's gonna be the approach that she's gonna have as she goes through. She's gonna be selfish, but she's also starting to appreciate kind of a more um, restrained approach to a criminal lifestyle. If you want to
Right.
go in the big leagues, you got to take off. You got to pull your pants up. You can't be sagging if you want to be like hardcore. You got to put on a nice suit. Or what was that
Right.
movie? American Gangster with Denzel Washington. Did you see that one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's just based on a true story. I think the guy's name was Frank, but he was a big mobster, and he realized the importance of not looking yeah, at one point. There's a scene in the movie. He's calling out his brother for looking like a pimp. He's like, "You're too loud. You're too loud.
Right.
You gotta tone it down. You got you look like a respectful businessman." Right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the approach that she's gonna be having as we go through these quest lines. So we'll do the UC Vanguard quest line first, right? Which is a natural decision, and then you can, if you're not caught committing a crime, that because that's one of the ways you can get into the Crimson Fleet quest line is by being caught, and so you're a prisoner temporarily in jail, and the SysDef commander wants your help, or you can directly join the the quest line, and then you're sent off to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet.
Right. I
So,
had that happen to me for the first time in this new playthrough with Eldon Leroy, my
mhm.
Eldon Leroy character. Went through the Unity, and of course, he's running around doing his thing to get some funds together to build his new spaceship, to build the Avant Garde back. And he goes flying into Atlantis, and they pull him over, and I'm like, I don't have any contraband. I don't have nothing. What is going on? And they take me anyway. And then you wind up talking to Akonda, and it's like, oh, I did a crime, and now they're going to strong arm me into being undercover for them. But I'd never played that side of it. I had always done where you go through and you join the UC, and then he
Mhm.
says, then to what's his name? Tuwaka, not Tuwaka. What is his name?
A Kwande, I think.
No, no, the guy at the
Oh,
UC.
yeah, the
Yes,
Samoan.
yes, the big
Yeah,
Samoan guy.
yeah,
Yeah, and he either gives you the choice to continue doing the UC quest line, or you can go do undercover stuff
yeah,
with the Vanguard. And that's always the route that I took to get into the UC or the Vanguard. I never got kind of what it conscripted by the
yeah.
UC to join their undercover agency in the Vanguard. I never did it that way. So I was really surprised when they took and started drilling me down, down in the basement, and got me the lights shining on you, and like ah. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's
that's
gonna be our next one, right? Yeah.
yeah. So UC Vanguard, then Crimson Fleet. Yeah, that was my space trucker, my first character in my first universe. That's how I got into the Crimson Fleet quest line. I got rolled up for something, and I don't even know what it was. So I actually, well, you have to. I must have assaulted or killed somebody or something.
Right.
Because
A
like
little something.
in order to steal in this game, you have to crouch, which I like that mechanic because in that way you don't accidentally steal something. Because sometimes it's annoying how you're in a place where the stuff should not be considered being stolen, but it's still being
Yeah, there's
stolen.
an apple sitting on a desk, and you walk by and you pick up the apple. Next thing you know, you're getting 10 years of hard time.
Yeah. Well,
But it's just fine to unload down in a public area. Just unload your gun off and, to the ceiling. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, that's fine. No big deal.
I never
Steal an
thought about
apple.
that. Yeah.
Oh, good
I,
time.
I never thought about that. You can just unload your gun into the air and nobody. I mean, well, in Skyrim, I know they would come up if your weapon's out and they would tell you,
Hey,
uh,
put your stuff away.
so you put your weapon away. But I don't know. I've walked around with my gun and I've never had anybody say anything.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. And you can
So
just turn a quarter down in the well and pick a spot on the wall because you want to do some target practice. Pop, pop, pop.
yeah,
Nobody says a word.
that's so
Not
funny.
a word.
Yeah. Oh, I did have. I don't. Okay, so there's. I don't know if it was a glitch or what, but when I was doing the Ebside Striker quest line, at one point you have to go attack three groups of disciple gangs, and it's like 4 or 5 guys, and they're all around the perimeter of they're on the Ebb side, right?
Okay.
The perimeter outside the neon core. And so it's funny that the first one I went up to, knowing what I know about the game, that the guy it'll do a little cutscene where he's talking to you. I threw a grenade as I was running up to him. So as the grenade's in the air, and then it switches to the cutscene, and the guy's like wanting to strong arm me, or I can't remember what he's trying to say. And you see the grenades falling behind him because it it zooms in on the face, and so like behind him
Yeah.
you see the grenade fall and explode, and then chaos erupts, and
Oh,
that
that's
that
hilarious.
2 of the guys died instantly, and I had my sword to kill all the rest of the 2. But then so I twice I did this, right? I did that. I went and killed the other 2 groups, and then I go into the core and to cut because you have to cut across the core to get to where the other guys are, unless you fast travel externally. And but when I went into the core, everybody was shooting at me. I'm like, what the heck? Like the guards, right? And I'm like, that's never happened before when I've done this quest in the past. And then so when I finished the killing all the disciples at the finale, and the guards come in, they're not supposed to be hostile, but they came in guns blazing, which I couldn't at that point. The quest is broken, so I reloaded my save, and I figured it had to have been something to do with me hucking that grenade. Like it
Funny,
even
I've never
like
seen that where
yeah, because you can do that. I actually saw a video of somebody doing that on Crete when they came after they take out the pirate base, the lab, and they go out that final door, and there's that one pirate standing there, that leader. As this is before the ship lands on the hill up above, this guy
uh-huh.
threw a grenade right when he opened the door. He threw the grenade, ran forward, and then the grenade
Right.
goes off right as the guy's talking still. And so he's like, "Oh, screw this!" And so it's a fun thing to do when there's a little cutscene you're about to have.
Right.
But I think for some reason maybe they weren't considered hostile because they hadn't confronted me yet, so it counted as an assault because I had a
I guess
bounty,
so, huh?
and I actually
Right.
I ran into the Volley Hotel to pay off the bounty because if guards are shooting at you, usually it's because you have a bounty. I went in there and it said something to the effect, "Oh, you can't pay this off here. You got to go somewhere within the Free Star Collective or something." I'm like, "What?
Well, you
Isn't the
can't
meat
pay off
man?"
the bounty if you're inside of the whatever where the bounty is. If it's a
Oh,
UC bounty, you have to go outside of UC territory. If it's Free Star bounty, you have to go outside of Free Star territory.
okay. Hmm. That makes
Or go talk to the police and get arrested.
yeah. Which I don't know
You can
if
do one,
yeah, one or the other.
right?
So
You either leave or get arrested. Yeah.
yeah, so I ended up getting through that after I reloaded twice and just played a little more straight. I tell you, I have fun with this character though because she's let's see, I'm gonna do melee and lasers because I've never used laser weapons. I've used the mag guns, but never lasers. So she's going to be kind of assassin style with primarily preferring melee. Like she likes to get up close and personal, quiet, right? And
Right.
so I play with player damage very easy, and I might up that difficulty a little bit over time. I mean, damage done being done to me is hard, so that way it's
You're
a bit of a
taking damage.
challenge. So I've got to be careful. I'm not
Yeah.
playing extreme, but very easy. So that way the sword will one kill um, your typical minion and takes
Right.
2 or 3 hits for guys that are a little tougher. And
Or
then
a
the guy,
sneak
what's that?
or a sneak attack.
Oh yeah, sneak
Yeah,
attacks.
yeah.
Those
Sneak attacks are very effective with hand to hand and sneaking. If you
Mhm.
build that, if you there's like three different skills for hand to hand, and one of them is sneak. So there's stealth, sneak, and there's another one. But they all build on each other, and they
Mhm.
give you a multiplier. And by the time you're done, you can get like 15 times damage
Oh
doing a
yeah,
sneak attack. Yeah. So it can. By the time you build all that up, you may want to adjust your damage levels. But yeah, you said you're going to do that anyway. It's just,
yeah,
just to keep it fun, right?
yeah.
It
I
doesn't
mean,
need.
the way I see it, it's like if it's a weak guy and I can kill him with one attack, like I want to up the difficulty to where the harder guys are still a little more of a challenge. I don't want it
Hmm.
to be too easy. Um, but and what I'll do is I'll pop some amp or squall,
Yeah.
so I'm running around faster and squall because squall is speed and general damage. I pop those and I'm just spraying around. I'm like a total terror on the battlefield. It's a lot of fun, and
That's
I've got the poncho, that orange poncho, but I've got the mod for it. I can't remember what the mod's called, but it changes it from orange to, well, when you download the mod, you get to pick. There's a few outfits as you download the mod on Nexus, at least you get to pick what things change. So
hmm
like there's that trucker flannel, the red
hmm
plaid with the blue jeans. You can make the
Yep.
blue jeans camo if you want, for example. I chose to keep
Okay.
that. I chose to keep that blue. I mean, not that this character wears it, but on my trucker, right? He'll wear his red flannel and blue jeans. But so I made the orange poncho into it's like a black multicam. So it's
Okay.
it's a
Black and
camouflage, but it's
gray.
dark.
Uh,
So figured it really good for the character. It's the poncho with the mask. I'm trying to find the one without the mask. I can't find it though because it's a little weird to see that thing constantly flopping around. Um,
the Falkland. The Falkland Enterprise, what is it, Falkland Starship Systems,
mhm.
I think is the mod. And if you go behind the counter, you can get a bunch of their gear. So you could get the Falkland spacesuit and the Deep Seeker helmet with an orange visor instead of a mirrored visor.
Okay.
So you can get it's almost like a Han Solo kind of an outfit, and then you can get that poncho you're talking about. And the poncho that's in there can be put on separately from everything else. So you could put your trucker flannels on and then put that poncho on top of it, I think.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But it's a bright orange.
Oh,
So
it's bright
you
orange.
I
Okay.
want to look at it and see if you like it or not. But this is where learning how to mod would come in real handy. You could change your colors and do custom
Well,
colors for assets and stuff.
yeah, it'd
That
be nice to be able to change have a poncho that can go on any of the other outfits. It makes sense that that's an outerwear, like uh, in Skyrim, there was the mod with the cape mod. Well, you know, you could have your cape on and still, but put it on. I think it counted as a neck piece because there's
okay,
necklaces in that game. So you couldn't wear a necklace with that, but you could put that on as a necklace. So then it didn't get rid of any of your other clothes,
right? Yeah, yeah.
your armor and stuff. So it's awesome wearing a cape.
Felt like Superman.
Yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, I've never done the Falkland stuff. I'm gonna have to, but you have to pay for that one, right?
I believe that is a paid
Okay.
mod, yes.
Yeah. So I'll probably I'll pick it up on this character then. I haven't done it yet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's $5, $6. It comes with 2 spaceships.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool spaceships, and then all of that gear.
Yep.
And all of the habs, all of the spaceship parts are part of the mod also. There's not really a quest to it. It's just an added, uh, you know, spaceship manufacturer. So they've
Yeah.
taken a lot of it. New Galactic, they take all of the one set of mods and like customize them with their own colors, and they customize them with like a chrome finish. And there's some new weapons. They got some of my favorite ship weapons. They're these long, skinny guns that look like the guns on an X-wing fighter on the ends of the wings.
Yeah.
And I use those for the avant-garde and morph those into some of the spots so they've got the gun sticking out of my wings on my ship. So
Gotcha.
that's something I'm going to have to look into, either making something similar or asking permission to use his when I go to do my mod. But that's down the road. That's something else we're trying to do this year, is get into modding. That both of us uh, have some mod ideas that we want to work through, but it's just finding the time and the patience to sit down and learn the CK. And that thing, I'm sure once you start playing with it, it's not that difficult. Maybe it
Yeah.
is. I'm just guessing. But boy, I tell you what, you open it up and don't know what you're doing, and it's a bunch of switches and buttons and doodads and things, and
Oh yeah.
I don't know
Well,
what
yeah.
any of it is.
There's no tutorial within the creation kit to handle it.
No.
So I did watch the first video from that one guy that didn't finish the video,
J.
but
Ramos works.
is that the guy with the tank top?
Yep,
Yeah,
J.
yeah,
Ramos
yeah,
works.
yeah.
J. Ramos, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so he is I'm looking forward to going through all his stuff. And yeah, because I wanna start modding myself. I wanna at the very least get my three ship my space trucker. I want to get his fleet up as a mod for everybody, but then it'll be for myself for if I ever um have issues with the game and I have to go through the Unity. I want to be able to start off with the ships, you know,
Right.
because it's and I was having a graphic glitch because I've got my new computer, right, and I was having a problem, and I noticed this it was way more pronounced in Neon City because a lot of the lights, as I would churn, I was having like this real blocky. It was all rectangles and squares and like 90-degree angled things, and
Mhm.
it specifically happened as I churned and panned over lights, where it just looked like a what was that artist Picasso or something. It's like
Oh,
where it's all like just crazy looking, and that's what it would look
yeah.
like. And I was getting so frustrated because I couldn't figure it out, but I was also tired when I was trying to figure it out the first night. So then the next night I went back to it, and uh, I turned on in the Starfield settings. I turned on VSync, which caps your frame rate.
Okay.
And so once I turned on my VSync setting and Starfield, that problem went away. So what I do need to do though is go back to my NVIDIA software and try to find where I can cap my frame rate there, so that way I can get the most out of it. Because I'm not sure if the Starfield setting is like if it's just like picks a number that's static or if it's actually factoring the processing power. But anyways, once I changed that setting, I wasn't having any issues with my frame with my glitchy thing, and game runs nice and smooth. Um, so yeah.
You mentioned that you got a new computer.
Yep.
And as I'm sitting here talking to you, I'm noticing that the background is turning from green to blue to purple to green.
Oh yeah,
Whoop.
yeah. I mean, it's my
Yeah, I was like,
let's see if I can get to it. Er,
yeah,
er,
your fan.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yep. So pretty.
Nice.
It's all colorful.
Yeah. Is that got a liquid cooler?
Yeah. Yeah. Liquid cooled.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I was pretty stoked when I got that. New to me. It's my friend's old one. And oh, with the new, of course, I'm basically new everything except the hard drives. That was oh no, but I got a new hard drive as well. New terror, yeah, basically entirely new computer. Um, my game drive, my D drive is I dropped that in there because that's where I got Starfield and Fallout and other Skyrim, right? But
Uh-huh.
when I go into DaVinci Resolve to edit any of my videos, but the podcasts, my all that stuff. It usually for with my old computer for every 1 minute of footage when I actually go to render and process the footage once I'm done editing, it take for every 1 minute it would take 3 minutes. So a 10-minute video would sometimes take 30 minutes. If it was a 40-minute ship build video, it could take 2 hours.
Yeah.
For some reason, these recordings, the video of these, didn't take as long. It might have been more of a ratio of 1 to 2. So when I went to we recorded the our New Year's episode with Solier and Cat Lady Clem uh, on my old computer, but I processed it on this new one, and that was close to a 2 hour episode. It took 10 minutes. The processor I
Wow.
have, yeah, the processor I have in this
Multitask.
mhm, yeah, the processor I have in this computer is insane. So, um, yeah, I can officially say I'm ready for Elder Scrolls 6.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I basically I'm playing Starfield on complete ultra graphics now, so it looks beautiful. Um, oh, I can't wait for Elder Scrolls 6. That'll be sad though, because I think we'll retire Starfield when that comes out.
Well, if it's not retired, it's going to be sitting in the backseat of the bus for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I
Yeah.
think Skyrim, I'm pretty sure is going to be the next release. Um,
Right.
I
Elder
don't
Scrolls
think it's
6
going
is.
to be this year. I mean, if we're supposed to get some big Starfield stuff early this year, I don't see them dropping Elder Scrolls 6 this year. They're going to probably let Starfield stuff kind of stick around for a while.
Yeah, from a like a corporate business standpoint, you got to know that the upper management is pushing on Bethesda that Fallout is big right now. Let's strike while the iron's hot. Let's get some Fallout
Hmm.
products out there and do something. Let's get
Yeah.
the IP's hot right now. Let's make some sales. Do something with that.
Well,
I don't know.
the but that's what Fallout 76 is for. Fallout 76 pretty much serves as a continuous stream of money because it's constantly updating. They're able to. I think they put the ghoul from the show. I haven't even seen season 2 yet, so don't spoil it. My wife and I are way behind on our shows, but that's where Fallout 76 is useful because you don't have to worry about making Fallout 5 if you have. I mean, obviously, I want them to make Fallout 5. Don't get me wrong, but a game like Fallout 76, and for what it's worth, Elder Scrolls Online keeps some revenue coming in between the bigger releases at this point.
Right.
So
Yeah, and I played both of those for a while. ESO I played for about a year, and 76 I played for like 4 years.
yeah,
So I played that for plenty. I just was not, I don't know, like I guess burned out. Other things came along, and I put that to the side. And I don't know. I think I'd rather play Fallout 4 than Fallout 76 at this point. If I was going to go back, pick one or the other, I think I'd pick Fallout 4. But Bethesda, in typical Bethesda fashion, updated it and broke it.
oh, they
So
did.
let's make it newer, better, and brokener.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah. So I need to
Hopefully
let
they
a few
fix that.
patches go through. It's probably pretty good at this point, but I'm still gonna let it ride for a little bit. I'm still doing Starfield. I'm still playing other game. I got a stinking fly in here. It's
Yeah.
driving me nuts.
Well, it's funny when I was having this graphic glitch with Starfield, I wanted to install a game to load another game because I don't know why, but Yeah, that's right. Yeah, none of my other games were on the hard drive for some reason, so I don't know what happened. But um, all my save stuff was still there, of course. So I downloaded Fallout 4 and fired it up, and yeah, all my old save stuff was still there. It was weird, and it must have been from a I think there was a Fallout feed roundtable I was doing with Andrew and Ray and Jess, and yeah, because I don't remember that character at all, and the way he was built was weird, like the skills and the perks or whatever. I was like,
I would never picked this.
no, this. I was either drunk or I was doing the roundtable.
Right, yeah. So, yeah.
But yeah, that'd be fun to do Fallout 4 maybe if we hit a bit of a slump here on this show, just fire up a Fallout podcast real quick. It's easy to start a new podcast, and then just play a little fall, or we could just take a break from recording our own stuff for our show and just send in feedback to Fallout feed.
Right.
So because I never played Fallout 4. I mean, a little bit.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that one for like 4 or 5 years straight when it came
Yeah.
out.
I don't know. I want to say maybe 20 to 30 hours is what I put into it. Not much at all for a Bethesda game. Is that's when I just got engaged, and so we were in the middle of our engagement when that game came out. I had no time to play, and then by the time we got married and life kind of settled in a few months after getting married, and I started picking up the game again. By then, it had been out for a year, and there had to have been other games I was getting into at the time. That would have been what 20. Yeah, so late 2016. No, I don't think it was till probably 2017 that I started getting into gaming, because we got married in April 2016, and I remember just that first several months of marriage, it was so much family related stuff, because there was a lot of family that I hadn't even met yet that couldn't make it to the wedding, and a lot of long distance people and friends that my wife has elsewhere, and families, and same here. So I just never got the chance to play it. So it probably wasn't till maybe after Christmas, so heading into 2017, early 2017, that winter, January, February,
Mhm.
so 9 years ago. But at that point, I was listening to the Fallout feed. That's how I found them, because I wanted to listen to a podcast about Fallout, because I couldn't play the game and I'm driving for a living, so I can you know just enjoy the game through the eyes and experiences of other people. And then by then Fallout 76 had gotten announced, and so but I didn't get Fallout 76 for a year after it came out. It wasn't until they had the private servers, because
Hmm.
well, Fallout first, because I didn't want to experience that game with other players. I wanted to experience it with my friends, like the whole, because we used to just talk about, man, what would it be like if we woke up, all of us woke up, and it was like zombie apocalypse really happened. Like, what would we actually do? And that Fallout 76, that's the best with the private server. That's the best way you can experience that. If you've never played the game before and you've got, three friends, and you walk out of that vault together, well, you can meet up right outside the vault at least, and then start
Sure.
exploring. That first couple months of playing Fallout 76, knowing nothing about it, because I was completely dark on everything. I didn't watch any trailers, nothing. So obviously I knew there'd be a lot of Fallout-ish themes in it. But man, the first time we saw a Mothman, the little big old glowing eyes, oh, we shit ourselves. And my friend shot it, and you know how it just goes poof up into the air.
Yeah, yeah. Leave us.
We took off running. We didn't realize that's what happens every time you shoot him. I mean, I don't. Is it even possible to kill him
Yeah.
right there? Okay, you can kill him. Couldn't remember that, because I know there's other points in quests where they stick around and actually fight. But
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, when he went poof up into the sky, we took off running like a bat out of hell, because we thought we were toast. Like we thought we shot something we shouldn't have shot yet, because we're level 5, right?
Oh no.
And then what was funny is, as we're running from him, we're running through that camp with the cabins. where there's
Mhm.
that audio recording of somebody screaming. Do you remember that?
I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
there's the cabins and there's like this audio recording of some screaming happening. So we're running through this and we hear this screaming and it makes it worse. So we just
Right.
keep, oh man, we
Run, run, run.
yeah, we were running. I think we ran north. Or no, I can't remember which way we ran. Oh, I think south. I think we were running towards the ash heap when that happened. But yeah,
Right.
that was so much fun. That was so much fun.
Yeah, I haven't. You know, when I had Game Pass for a lot of years, and then they started jacking the price up, and then they changed the tier level on it, and your base 9 or $10 or $12 a month no longer gave me access to multiplayer games. So I had bought Fallout 76, but I could no longer play it because I didn't have it as I didn't have access to multiplayer game system.
Oh, because you did not actually buy the game.
Right,
You
something
were
I
yeah,
yeah,
you
I
must
guess it was that I had it on. I had it on Game Pass, but yeah, it locked me out, and I was frustrated with that. And I quit Game Pass, and I bought Starfield on disc, and I was like, okay, I'm not doing none of that no more. I've got my the one disc to rule them all,
yep.
Starfield, and so that's where I've been.
It looks like Game Pass was updated though to all three of their plans include online console multiplayer now.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't mind every once in a while throwing $20 at it for a month to experience some different games and
Yeah.
new content that I don't have, you know, don't have access to right now.
Yeah. So $10 a month for that, and then for the cheapest one, the middle one's $15, which you can start playing Xbox published games within 1 year of launch with that plan. For $30 a month, you can play new games on day one. Plus, you get Fortnite Crew, EA Play, and Ubisoft Classics.
It goes from 10 to 15 to 30,
Yeah.
and that's the ultimate or ultra.
Um, yeah, that's the ultimate plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes essential, premium, ultimate. Hey, kiddo.
I
So,
see a face. Oh, she melted.
yeah.
Yeah, $30. Because see, if I was gonna do it, I would probably go ahead and do the $30 one, so I'd have access to all that on my computer and on my console. So then I could play Xbox games on my computer with full access to mods and whatnot. I think. Oh, I don't know, because I think the version that's on there is console version games, isn't it?
Um, yeah. Yeah,
So
that's
if
what
you're
it
playing like The
specifies.
Witcher 3, right? So if you're playing The Witcher 3 on Xbox Ultimate on your PC, you don't have access to mods because it's streaming through an Xbox
Yeah.
version game.
Yeah. I think
Right.
so.
So I don't know what the point of that would be then.
Yeah, that's
But
all.
just wait till they have the stream box, right?
The stream. Oh,
Not stream.
Steam's
Steam, yeah,
console.
the new Steam Deck. Yeah, that's going to come out. I think that's going to change things a lot. It will for me. I think at that point I will probably be playing my computer games on my TV because it's a lot more comfortable to play on my couch than it is sitting here at a desk.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
I just like all the good toys and gadgets and stuff that you can do on a computer, and that's my big reason for swapping over to computers because of all the accessibility.
yeah. Computers can do a lot more, but I like playing on my computer because at the top of the stairs here I have my little man cave. It's my little slice of place in my apartment.
Right.
So, all right. Well, I think that's gonna wrap this one up. Gonna have to give this kid some breakfast.
Okey doke.
But
Wow.
yeah, good times. And yeah, so next Saturday, the 24th, we'll be doing StarCon 2026. It'd be a good time.
Yep.
And yeah, so I really do want to make a random character generator, but we'll figure that out some other time. But yeah, so if you guys want to play along with us and send in some feedback, we're going to be going through the UC Vanguard questline next. Going to try to probably keep the recordings down to 2, maybe 3 recordings. That Shattered Space one took, well, technically 5 because Solior joined us right there in the middle. So we're going to try to tighten these up a little bit. But well, the Shattered Space DLC, it didn't just add a quest line. It also added all the lore and a new place. So there was a lot more to talk about with that one. But these faction quests in the base game should be a little faster to talk through. So yeah. So we'll talk about roughly the first half of the Vanguard quest line in our next episode. So, alrighty, folks. Well, it's been a good time with you guys as always. Jax, always fun talking Starfield.
Oh, yes.
Any last words?
Well, go take life and live life and drive fast and take lots of chances.
All right. See you in the Starfield.
Now that was some fine work under pressure.
Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things.